You're surprised, man. This is like...
It's good,
Oh,
isn't
I
it?
walked in.
Yeah.
Mate, Dan, you're going up in the world,
I'm
mate.
trying, man.
You're going up in the world, man.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the episode.
Nah, thank you for having me, man. Honestly,
100%.
I appreciate it.
Well, the first time I ever met you
Yes.
at the DKM event,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this or not, but that was my first ever chance at doing any sort of interviews.
Really?
Ever.
Mate, I swear to God, you could not tell you're like a natural.
Do you think?
Like, hand on my heart, like, you made it easy. I felt comfortable. It was just
Okay.
easy to chat to you. Like, I enjoyed it, honestly.
I love that.
That was your first time?
First time ever, because I wasn't even expecting to interview anyone.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting nothing. Rocked up because I was going to do some commentary the next day. And I was just getting a feel of the place, seeing it all. And then a good friend of mine, Rich, who was helping run it and stuff, comes over and he's like, do you want to get some interviews in now? And I was like, shit. I was like, no, I'm not ready. I've got no questions planned.
Wow.
And yeah,
Mate,
the rest.
I'm impressed, honestly. I spoke to you. It's easy, like one of the easiest. Like you just made me feel comfortable. I could say what I wanted.
That.
I
Thank you.
Like I didn't sweat. Like I sweat all the time. You know what I mean? And then, like woke upstairs. Like you made it so easy. I'm impressed, man.
That. Thank you. Yeah, I mean,
I feel special now. I can't lie. I'm like shit.
But it was like I think it was only like a 3-minute little interview at the time.
Yeah.
But
it was still good, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, legit. You questions everything. I can't say nothing.
Thank you, man. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I remember going home that night and I was like, shit. I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I just did this. I just fucking did this. Like I was fresh. But yeah.
You must have had a good night with your girlfriend after that.
Oh, don't you worry. But it was blessed. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
I'm literally just starting up my own podcast, so welcome everyone. This is the Dan Talks podcast. We're back, new location,
Sick
beautiful,
location, yeah,
100%. First of all, we're probably going to take this convo so many different places.
I'm happy for that.
And I just want it to be just a regular, normal chat, just everything, life, general stuff.
Let's do it.
That's the way I want to go. I think the perfect place to start is the boxing.
Yes,
right? It's
100%.
the boxing. I think so many people are going to ask you so many questions about that. I mean, you're doing your thing. You had a fight not too long ago. I saw didn't quite go your way.
Yeah.
Run me through the whole journey in boxing. What got you into it, and where you kind of want to take it?
So I'll be straight up. So I got into boxing probably when I went Bournemouth Uni. Yeah. There was no boxing club there, and my roommate wanted to start one. I was just helping out, give out leaflets, and I remember thinking, I can't be bothered for boxing. I remember thinking, I knew Joshua gets a lot of girls. I was like, oh, I can't be asked. And my friend went to me, Paul, if you do boxing, you get a lot more girls. I was like, fucking sign me up. That's legit. That's the origin story. And then so I did some classes, did a bit, and then my friend's like, oh, let's do a white collar boxing match.
Sick.
And it's for like cancer research. I was like, no, money goes to charity. It's a good cause, and it'll be fun to do with my friend. Later did I know he actually had a holiday booked that week. So he made me sign off, and he signed up, and he wasn't going to do it. I was like, this fair play to him. And I did it anyway. I'm one of those guys, if I sign up to something, I'm going to finish it. Yeah. So I did it, won that. I remember thinking at the time, I'm never doing boxing again. Like that match, it was a good match. He was a good opponent. I remember thinking, I won it, never again. Can't be bothered. But then a few years went on and joined another boxing gym. Was the gym, just lifting weights, started doing some classes. And I went thinking, I saw one of my friends do a boxing match. I was like, screw it, let me do another white collar. And I'm going to invite a lot more people. And I said, my friend Jack, this time you have to be there for my boxing match. And he's like, yeah, I'll turn up. Unfortunately, like, he passed away. Literally, so I thought myself.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was quite a sad time, but I was like, screw it. I'll keep his memory going. I'll keep boxing. So I'll do another match and I'll keep going till I lose. Just as a thank you to Jack, everything he's done for me in my life. So did that white collar match. I won it. I was like, cool, might as well keep going. The momentum's going. Till I lose, I'll stop boxing. Somehow I kept winning. Yeah. And then I think like 7 matches down the line, I was still boxing. But it was nice. Like the people I had pushed me, they motivated me. It's good fitness as well. I would say with boxing, like compared to football and boxing, you have to be fit with boxing. You have to be focused. You have to be ready. You can't half-ass boxing.
Yeah.
Either if you do, you're gonna get beaten up. So you have to be fully committed. And it was just a good discipline to teach myself.
Do you know, I've noticed that a lot in boxing is that I played a lot of sports growing up, and my weight has kind of fluctuated over the years. 1 minute I'm really skinny and in shape. The next minute it's like Paddy Pimblett. I go from one extreme to the other quite often. And one thing I've always been able to do quite well is adapt to whatever I'm doing. Yeah. So I play a lot of table tennis,
that's
and
fun.
I'm still able to keep the ability,
Yeah.
even if I'm not in the most physically best condition I can be, right? One thing with boxing is you can't do that.
Nah.
You cannot do
No
that.
way.
And I got humbled so quickly at the end of last year.
Yeah.
I gave myself the challenge of, right, I'm going to go and fight again.
I remember you telling me that at the
Yeah.
DKM. You said you're going to do it. And
Yeah.
when I saw it, I was like, I was so gassed for you.
100%.
Yeah.
And I then tried it again, and I was obviously not in the best shape. And my coach just went, "You've got a long way to go, bro, a long way to go." And it kind of just humbled me instantly. I was like, okay, calm. If I want to do it, I've got to dedicate some time, dedicate to getting really, really fit.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of my friends do that on a daily basis and commit themselves, and they're always in shape. What has boxing done for you in like mentally? Because for me, it's a way that I can dedicate myself. It's a way that I can not escape, but in a way get out of the hustle and bustle of everything. What has boxing done for you?
Boxing is like an escapism, because you're so focused on boxing, you don't think of anything else. Doesn't matter what's going on in life. Once you start training, you're committed. You're not distracted, because you can't be. Especially when you get in the ring, you're fighting another person who's out there to hurt you. That's what I mean. With boxing is awesome. With football, I've always played football my whole life. I love football, but I know I can go out drinking the day before and play a football match the next day. With boxing, it's just not an option. Like, you cannot do that. I think with boxing, it's taught me I can commit to something, and when I put my head into something, I know I'm good. I know I'm strong enough to do it. I've got the willpower to push through. Sometimes you're doing like 6-hour sessions for boxing, and it's like half the time it's only 8 minutes a boxing match, together.
Yeah.
But it just shows that if you commit to yourself to something, there's nothing you can't do, and that's what boxing's done for me.
Do you have people around you who are pushing that same kind of thought process and narrative around? Because again, I'm relating it to what I have around me, and I notice when I go into training and all of that it's kind of a community, and they band together and they push everyone at the same time up. And that's what I love about it. I love about it, because for a long time I felt like I was kind of trying everything and not getting anywhere. But then once you band in all together and you're aiming for something, it helps so much. Have you found that with where you are?
100%. I think the people I surround myself, I'm quite lucky. So even for my friend Jack, who pushed me into boxing, to when I actually got into boxing, the people I was committed with, like my coaches, my teammates, all they do is try and push you forward. They want the best for you because they know you can get somewhere. Even if you're not good, like you have a beginner who does boxing, and boxers are the nicest people you ever meet. They're not going to try and beat you up. They're going to try and help you get better, teach you some stuff. Like, it's a community, and we all stick together because we all want to prove together. Yeah, we're trying to take each other's heads off, but at the end of the day, it's for ourselves to make us a better human being.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. One thing I noticed when you were boxing, and obviously still are, is your team and the people around you. Obviously, I remember when we first did the interview, and I was a bit starstruck. I was like, shit, it's fucking Salt Papi.
Yeah.
What is that environment like, being around them guys? They're obviously performing on Misfits.
Yeah.
And is that something that you're aiming for yourself?
So honestly, the team I have, so Coach Salt Papi, even Moderate, Fox the G, like these guys are the nicest guys ever. Like, say for example, I might not be the fittest, but they'll push me. Like, Salt Papi, this guy can do so many rounds. The amount of times I've been beaten by that man is a joke. Honestly, I can't believe it. But it's like, we'll help each other. We're not doing it to be rude. We're not doing it to be mean to get on top of her. Like, Coach Salt wants nothing but the best. He'll push you and make you go past your limit. Not to be mean, but because knows you can do better. And that's all he ever wants, the best. Like, my aim is one day, hopefully, to get onto Misfits. But all you can do is do what you do best. Just keep training, keep your head down, and do everything. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it comes along one day.
Is boxing a big part of your life?
100% boxing is a big part of life. But if you asked me 10 years ago, because I only got into boxing when I was like 21, 23, around that age.
Fair.
So if you asked me 10 years ago, I would have said, nah, I can't be bothered for that. Or maybe I'll do one match to get more girls or something like that. But now it is my life. I know I want to make my kids do it. I know I want to keep doing it when I'm older, because just the discipline's amazing. The fitness is amazing. The people you meet is amazing. Like, it's just a good sport. It's not as brutal as everyone thinks. It's not, oh, boxers are pricks or boxers are this and that. Like, they are the nicest people ever. And I think that's what I want to stay doing for the rest of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I rate it. Even because you mentioned earlier on that where the kind of motive came from, and your friend was pushing that. And you also mentioned that you were you're gonna stop when you lost.
Yeah.
You did face a defeat not too long ago. Where is the fire still there, burning inside to go on and push now?
Honestly, it still is there. I thought once I lose, I can be like, look, I've won 2 belts. I've done it all. Like, I've had enough matches, but it's still there.
Yeah.
The itch doesn't go away. People told me this, is that you don't lose the itch once you get into boxing. I think especially when I lost, I was like, oh, I could have done this better. Could have done this better. Next time when I do this, or if I do a full camp, I'm going to win this way. And I was like, oh, crap, I'm not going to stop this sport, am I? It's never going to end. Honestly, you go into what it's like, it's never going to end. And I'm happy about that generally.
Yeah. Okay. Aside from boxing, obviously, my brain's going a million miles an hour right now. There's so many... You're a very interesting guy.
Thank
you.
I
know what I mean?
That. Not many people say that, so I take that.
There's just so many ways that I could take this podcast today. But one thing I do wanna stick to that stuck with me the first time I ever met you was your ability to kind of be raw.
Yeah.
And just not you and Jordan actually both of you together. I felt a lot of raw authenticity in just the way you speak, in the way you communicate with people. And I did a podcast a couple of weeks ago with a guy called Jordan Jarrett Bryan, who was my uni lecturer, and we got onto the topic about like men's mental health, and it's something that I think is so like prominent and needs to be spoken about in society, especially today. How do you yourself kind of navigate through things that maybe are the worst things in life? Obviously, your friend passed away. How do you navigate through those tough times?
I think sometimes is like, as a guy, you put on sides, you keep stuff to yourself, and you think, oh, okay, I can get over it, but generally it just makes it heavier. I think when you have a heavy load and you try to carry yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. But when you have people to help you, good people around to help you lift it, it makes it lighter, doesn't it? And I think when you have people around you, they'll help distract you, they'll help you keep smiling, they'll remind you of the positives in your life and the good things to look forward to, or the things we can be doing. And I think when my friend passed away, it's like all the people around me all checked on me, which was nice, made sure I was okay. And I was like, no, I am surrounded by good people. I do have a good life. And I think just sharing your load, like as a guy, we just need to be more open. As a man, if you're upset, tell them you're upset. If you're struggling, let people know you're struggling. Because all they want to do is wish you the best and lift you up. And so you can throw yourself into something like boxing, football, or sport, or hobby, just to get you distracted or just to help you get over difficult times. Yeah.
Me and my friend, we had a few beers last night preparing for today and everything. And before we knew it, we started getting into deep convos, and
it's good. Beers help with that, doesn't it? Yeah,
it really does, honestly, because he's someone that I don't really see too much. He lives in London, and I'm from down Brighton. But we both just sat there after and went. But I feel like for men, it feels like that's a huge burden. To do, and 100%. You don't want to put your pressures on anyone else because you want to be seen as the one who's...
It's your pride, isn't it? You feel like I need to be a man so I can control everything. But you can't.
How would you take that back, strip that back and allow yourself to just...
I think for me, it's just because I have good people around me. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I get the piss taken out. Like any guys, we take the piss, you get the piss taken off. It's just good banter. But I think when times get serious, I know my friends are there to step up. I know, say, my coaches, my teammates, they're always there for me to step up. They always give me a chance to let me know you don't have to, or they'll put pressure on me to tell them if I'm in a bad situation, but they leave the door open for me when I'm ready to do it. And I think that's just nice. I think if you don't feel forced and you know it's there, you'll take it. I think with my friends as well. Just small messages. Hope you're okay, bro. If you need to talk, I'm here to talk. No pressure. And it's just small things like that. It makes the biggest difference to know, okay, I can. Oh, look, I'm struggling a bit. This is what I've been going through. Da, da, da. And what helps is they don't give you answers. They don't tell you what to do. They're just there to listen. That's what you need sometimes. Just to talk it out and let it all out, and then you feel better half the time.
That's something I'm learning.
Yeah.
Is that I don't need to be the fixer.
Yeah.
I don't need to fix everyone's problems.
Yeah.
I can just take a step back and just listen and be the support.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Something on the other side, the cameras, the lights, everything. You've been on TV quite a hell of a lot now. What? And I'm not going to go too much into everything because personal life is personal life.
Yeah.
You don't, it's your thing. But what was the whole process like of being on Married at First Sight? Because for me, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. Jared, do you know what? Hand on heart, you get used to it. Like, if you go in and think it is what it is, just have a good time, you generally will have a good time. I do say at the time as well, I'm quite grateful because the people surround me, like, my cast was awesome. Like, I got along with everyone. Even though there's a lot of drama, which they have to highlight it to make the show look good, I generally had a good time. There was always people to talk to. We had a welfare team to check on. They come chat to you, which was amazing. The cast were amazing. I got along with all of them. Even the person I got married at the time were doing good at the time. Like, for me personally, I have zero complaints on MAFS. I had a great time. Like you saw on the show, probably. I was always smiling. I was always trying, being goofy, an idiot. But like, it was just a good time for me, and I can't complain once about it.
Do you think it's what was portrayed?
Yeah, is
actually what went down behind the scenes?
So I always say, what's portrayed, a lot more happens, and you have to understand, you have to try and make it fit to the storyline or to the plot line, which is fair enough. But I remember even watching myself, and I was like, Jesus, I'm perfect. Like, I didn't know I was such a good guy. Like, honestly, I was like, the way they portrayed me, I was like, damn.
It's nice.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I fooled the nation. Like, honestly, I feel like an angel. And all my friends be messaging me, this ain't you. I was like, what are you talking about? It's me. He's on TV. But if there's a storyline or plot line, you have to stick with it, and just so they can make it fit with everything else.
Yeah.
So like you understand the game before you enter it. TV, you understand the game, you understand how it's gonna work, and so you don't want to cause too many problems as well. So it's just nice and easy.
Have you got any juicy secrets?
I have. Honestly, I was probably the most boring guy on the show. I would love to tell you something juicy. Like, even when I think about it, I was like, no. Honestly.
Fair enough.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I was too consistent. I was just smiling and enjoying and just floating about, to be honest.
So obviously that was a while ago, right? Do you have any urges or anything to put yourself back in a similar position? Maybe not on the same show, or maybe on another reality TV show. Do you have any part of you that wants to get back out there on that?
So I was always, even before I did MAFS and afterwards, I was one of those people that if the opportunity comes, I'll take it, but I'm not going to go chasing for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm probably too much of a yes man, hence why I got into boxing, hence why I got on MAFS. Like, I did not show dogs behaving badly with my dog Jasmine, which was a good laugh. And it's just, I think if you go on it, just expect to have a good time, rather than think I'm chasing fame, you'll enjoy it and you'll take it for what it is. If something came along that worked out quite well for me, I'd be like, sure, why not? But other than that, I don't mind.
How did the actual opportunities come about? Did they reach out to you, or
They reached out to me really because of boxing.
Really?
That's what. So when you post, when you're an average guy and you post off boxing, like, you just seem cooler.
Yeah.
Like, you just look like
just the way it is.
Especially I had a win under my name, and I was posting stuff like half naked because of boxing. I was in shape, so you're like, oh, this must be quite a cool guy. Like, so my Instagram to who I am, like, I look a lot cooler on Instagram, but me in real life is the biggest nerd in the world. You know what I mean? Like, goofy, nerdy as hell, but they didn't know that. So originally I did Celebs Go Dating.
Cool.
They asked me to go on a date with a girl, Bethan from Geordie Shore. She was lovely. Not a single bad word about her. But they didn't use that clip onto the air. So they said, oh, do you want to do Married at First Sight? I was like, yeah, sure. I'm just being a yes man. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
They actually think I get on. Next thing I know, I'm on. I was like, yeah, just enjoying it. But like, generally, because of boxing,
That's insane.
They thought, yeah, this guy's going to be something about him, which I wasn't. But too late at that point.
But you know what, though? Again, I'm going to refer back to the podcast I did a couple of weeks ago. And the guy on there, Jordan, was telling me that if you do one thing, before you know it, that will then lead you to another. And then you'll get an opportunity over here that you didn't even expect at all.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when we first met, the only reason I got given that opportunity to do something like that was because I knew people in a boxing environment because I had a fight.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. I had a fight, won it.
Yeah.
And then the people in that community reached out and was like, oh, okay, you want to do some interviews? Here's some over here for you.
Crazy.
And I was like, okay.
It's like a domino effect, isn't it? Like you do one thing, next you know you're the other side. Like I was literally saying to like my girlfriend the other day, is like, technically because of Jack, I did boxing and then gone to MAFS and then led me to here. Like it's crazy. Just you can't predict life, can you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Where I wanna take this next is actually quickly side topic before I go off that. You went on Dogs Behaving Very Badly.
Yes, I was.
You know what? I actually watched that yesterday.
Oh, really?
I had to watch it because I hadn't seen it, and I was like, I have to watch it. Your dog is quite cute as well. I can't lie. Good at pick up Jasmine.
Yes, I love
it. What was that like?
Honestly, Graham, he's the nicest guy I've met in my life. Honestly, he's tall. He's really tall. Holy crap, he's a tall guy. Like, he even called me.
You're a tall guy.
Even I went, wow, he is tall. But it was just a good laugh because my dog's perfect. But I think I might be slightly biased because I love her. But when I take her for walks, she's chasing animals left, right, centre. And so I thought, my mum even said, just apply for it. You don't know what's going to happen. Applied for it. They actually responded. And I told them my issue. And you know what? Sometimes you think with these shows, oh, is she going to help? Like with the issue, like, she actually going to stop chasing animals? My God. He fixed this literally within a day. Really? Honestly, he's like this. You just need to do this.
Because it looked like it was solved instantly.
It was so quick, honestly. I
loved it.
And I remember he came over to my house. He's like, okay, I see the issue. We can fix this. I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be like a whole week.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was like, gave me a few tips. Made me wear high vis, which was a bit embarrassing. But hey, when you love someone,
you got to do what
you got to do. And like, it worked. I honestly, to this day, it still works. Bearing in mind, I used to walk around with a dog whistle because I think I've been on the show. Yeah. Don't need it anymore. My dog, I shout, Jasmine, she runs right back.
I love it,
man. I know, honestly.
I love it.
He's amazing, honestly.
I need to go on that. I need to get my dog to do that.
I recommend it. He knows his stuff. Honestly, he knows his stuff.
Her recall is just awful.
Yeah, that was my issue with Jasmine.
Yeah.
She'll see like a duck or something. Yeah. Like, even that video we recorded, I almost fell into the pond chasing my dog because I almost stepped on the geese. Like, it was chaotic, but now she's good. She's good as gold.
Damn, okay. I'm going to have to look into it.
Yeah, honestly, I recommend it. Just apply, send it to him, he'll see it.
For the most part, she's a really good dog. It's just... Do you know what it is? It's food.
Yeah.
If someone's having a picnic and I'm on the other side of the park, she's charging. And I have no control.
Yeah. Graham gave me the duck whistle.
I love it.
He went to me, oh, she likes chasing ducks. Here's a duck whistle. Blow it, she runs back. Wow, that's what it took. I feel like an idiot. I was like, I've been dealing with this for like 2 years. She's been terrorizing everyone in the area, all the animals in the area, and that's all I needed.
I love
Genius,
it.
Yeah. I recommend it, honestly. He's a good guy.
100%. I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, what I want to go on to is not to glaze you too much, right?
Oh, please keep doing it. Do it. I need it.
But you're in fantastic shape, right?
Thank you.
And I'm in a position now, I'm transitioning in my life. I've just spent a month doing a very low carb diet to try and get rid of a bit of fat and get into better routines. Right, that's kind of my thing for the rest of this year, getting a better routine, better habits. What is the key to staying in shape all year round? Because I cannot do that for the life of me.
I tell everyone it's diet. That is, you can be as fair as you want, you can train as much as you want. If your diet's horrendous, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, you can be fit, you can be healthy, but like if you want to have abs, your diet is bad. Like, as annoying as it is literally, I think it must be 60% of like the work. It's just, I know it's hard. If you have like a chaotic life, it's hard to do a diet. Like, I completely understand. It's like to make meal preps, to have food prepared in advance, to think like, oh, I need to have this on this day, this on this day. It is tough, but it is what helps a lot. Because if you're training and you're not eating correct, you're not going to see much difference. Yeah, you'll you get muscles, but you're gonna have a big belly. Or you might be, yes, you can go for 10k miles, but it doesn't look like you can do 10k miles, which most people like to be. It helps.
Yeah.
As vain as that sounds, like that's why I go into training, just to look good.
Yeah.
But it is generally just like the diet. I always recommend it. Yeah.
So what do I do?
You know what? Everyone's different. That's the thing. I think with me, I'm quite like genetic. I hold my hands. I am quite lucky to be honest. Like I can have a few bad weekends and get away with it, but some people also as lucky. But I always say is, look, as long as you get like your 5 a day, as long as you get the nutrients you need, like don't starve yourself. Like a lot of people try to say it's not healthy. As long as you eat fruit, veg, get your meats in, and obviously a bit of carbs, it does help. I know it's so generic.
Yeah.
It sounds so generic, and I could hear it.
Do you know what? I've struggled with overindulging.
Yeah, that's a killer. Snacking as well.
Yeah.
I can't have snacks in my house.
Yeah.
If I do, I'm eating it.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Even on the way here, I mean, I'm trying to have better snacks.
Yeah.
And then try and wean myself into just a better lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
But even on the way here, I was like, shit, I haven't eaten. Fucking little nibble or something.
It's
I'm
the
like,
worst.
fuck, I didn't need it.
Yeah.
Didn't need it, really.
Do you know what I do? I make packed lunches.
Okay.
I sound like a kid.
Yeah.
I will have packed lunches and it's just fruit. So if I need a snack, I'll just grab an apple.
Just grab that.
I'll grab a banana or something. Packed lunches, as childish as it sounds. I'll go into work with a packed lunch.
I rate it.
I go into work, pack lunch. I can't buy, so it means I can't buy food. I have to take my online banking away on my phone, so I can't buy snacks. Just my packed lunch. Sometimes I'm sad. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm munching an apple. Everyone's eating donuts. So
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
I want that.
But it does honestly help. Like having like a lunch or something there with you. It means you have no excuse. You can't be thinking, I need to pop into the shop.
Yeah.
If you pop into the shop hungry, I know I do. If I'm hungry and I pop into the shop and I'm going to buy one thing, I've left with a pack of Haribos, crisps, everything, the whole shebang.
It's easy when you say it out loud, really, isn't it? When you
That's
say it out
what I
loud,
know.
you're like, oh yeah, obviously. But then
When you're in the moment.
when you're in the moment and you're just going about life, and you're just like, okay, yeah, I'll just go and grab that.
Yeah,
quickly.
honestly, I'm with you. I'll bag a pack of cookies. Oh, it's on sale. It'd be rude not to. You know what I mean? Oh, how often is it on sale? Yeah, it's probably like 10p cheaper than usually is, but you buy it.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of that, how do you balance that, maintaining? Well, because obviously you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
You're in physically good shape. You're boxing. You're doing these shows. You've got your own stuff going on. You've got your own life.
Yeah.
How are you balancing everything? You've got work. How do you find the perfect balance of everything?
To be honest, I always did struggle. Sometimes sometimes I feel like I do too much in one day. And like, to get to a point where I wish there was more hours in the day. It is hard. So I'll go from work 9 to 5. Then I'll do boxing and gym. Saying I get home probably like 11, and I have to walk my dog, and then sometimes I'm in bed like 1 a.m. to start the new day. It is tiring. It does get tough. I think sometimes you just got, as long as you can give yourself a day. That's what I do. Once a week, I do a day, I do nothing. No one bothers me. I'm not on my phone much. Sometimes I just spend the day walking my dog just to relax, recuperate, get my mind ready for the difficult week. That's always important. Just have time to yourself. If you're busy, or make yourself busy, make sure you have a few hours minimum to yourself where you can just truly relax, let your brain shut down, let your body shut down, and just enjoy the time and embrace the moment.
Do you have certain practices, or is it literally just?
No, so I'm quite lucky. So I'll go on, like, I have my dog, so I just go on a nice long walk. Luckily, I live in Cheshire. Countryside is green everywhere.
Amazing.
I'll just go on a nice long walk and have like a bad takeaway that day. Or like I'll be with my girlfriend, just relaxing, going for walks with her, or just chatting away, just watch a crappy movie. Just my brain shuts down and I'm not on my phone, and it's just good to do that. Cause I feel like it does. Fair enough, physically you can recuperate, but sometimes mentally you have to recuperate as well, so you can start fresh.
Damn. It seems so easy, doesn't it? Really, like once you put it out,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, these are the pillars. But then I get so caught up in it all.
That's me. It's a luxury. It's easier said than done. Sometimes I don't do it.
Yeah.
But I always try to do, say example, I always say Sunday is my chill day. That's what I do. I force it. And the thing is, if you plan it, so you usually like you plan it, I'm doing this on Monday, doing this on Monday, you're like a busy week. But as long as you say Sunday is my chilled day, I don't do nothing. Or sometimes like my Saturday will be so hectic, so I make sure I have nothing to do Sunday. And that's what you do. You just, as long as you put in your head, I'm planning to do nothing on Sunday, or have to make sure everything's done by Sunday. It becomes habit, and then you just do it naturally.
I like it. I'm starting to try and implement that.
Yeah.
And I noticed that I got very burnt out at the start of the year because I don't even know what I'm chasing.
Yeah.
Right. But I was working non-stop, doing my university stuff non-stop.
Yeah. Jesus, I do not miss uni.
Oh, God. Honestly.
The work I do not miss at all.
It's horrendous. Then you're trying to work on your side projects and everything, plus then boxing.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I went, nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
I got so burnt out. And I think that's what contributed to me just getting a bit depressed for a period and then putting loads of weight on again and the bad habits came back. So recently I've kind of I'm structuring my work where I'm not working certain days. So for today, for example, Sunday, like you were just saying, actually, Sunday, day off. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not used to having a Sunday
It's weird, isn't it? Especially when you're a busy person.
Yeah.
Like, I should be doing something.
Yeah.
But let your body recover.
Yeah.
Let your mind recover. Yeah.
Because then I get a bit like, well, I should be doing something.
Yeah.
And I battle that thought in my head of, okay, I'm not doing anything. Yes, I'm resting and recovering, but I need to be aiming for something. I need to be chasing something. But what are we chasing?
That's the thing is, if you're not if you're burnt out mentally, you're just gonna make it worse. You're not gonna get your dream if you're struggling.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, whatever you're chasing for, even if you're not sure what you're chasing for. How can you chase something if you can't run?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Fact. I don't know where I pulled that one from. Right?
it came out.
Yeah.
So what is it that you are looking in your life? Bit of a personal question, but definitely. What are you looking for in your trajectory going forward now?
In all honesty, I think I'm 28 now. I'm getting to a point where I'm just ready to settle down, start moving things along. Obviously have family a few years. I think just want to get settled, stable, and you know what, Jerry's, where's this sound? Just be a family man. Honestly, within a few years, I think I've lived a good life. I've done as much as I could in my 20s, and I'm ready just to slow things down. And I think I can't maintain what I've been doing forever, and that's I've always wanted. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to do in the next few years. Yeah.
I know. It's beautiful, though.
I know.
Man.
Never thought I'd be saying that. If you asked me 2 years ago, I'd be like, going out, boxing, drinking. But literally, I think, especially now I've met someone, I think it's just made me realize that's what I want to do now. I just want to be happy, just be happy with life and just move forward and progress.
Girls do that.
Yeah.
Girls do that to you.
Yeah, I know. It's mental, isn't it?
They do.
It's the effect.
Yeah, it really is. The girl, my girlfriend Ruby, she really grounds me.
Yeah, that's
because I feel like I'm trying so hard to do multiple things, chase things, achieve things. You want so much, right? Yeah. But she takes me just back down that one step, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy.
Yeah, best way I can describe it like that is I always go for walks. I never stop, never think, but she'll be like, oh, let's sit here. And I'm like, oh, we can't sit down. Let's keep walking.
Why is that so true?
But when you sit down, you look around, you're like, what? You understand the situation. You're like, it's actually beautiful. It makes you appreciate where you are. You don't always have to be moving forward. You can't just take a step and just be like, appreciate your life, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what she's done for me, and I'm so grateful for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I know.
Love it.
Turned into such a wet wife now.
No, but I love it. I absolutely love it. How long have you two been together?
A few months now, yeah.
Wow.
A few months,
okay, nice. Yeah. Love's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
Love's a beautiful thing. Obviously, when you went... I know I'm flashing back here.
No.
When you first went on the show, you hadn't been in a relationship?
No, I've not had a serious relationship. I can be like, that's my girlfriend. I've dated, I've floated about, that's what I say.
Yeah.
But not someone I could call my girlfriend.
So do you feel like going through all of that whole experience has now impacted you differently going forward in relationships?
Yeah, 100%. I think before, I've always been pretty much single most of my life, just out there, just bouncing left, right and centre. Yeah. But I think after that, it made me realise that I do enjoy having someone, having company with someone you have feelings for. I think where I say is having a physical connection with someone is fun, but having an emotional connection with someone is amazing.
Best thing ever.
Yeah, honestly, you understand with your girlfriend, you just can't compare it, innit? Having been connected so emotionally. Yeah, literally.
There really is. I've had a couple girlfriends and they all it was different stages of my life, right? So I felt very different in each stage.
Yeah.
But I'm now at the point. I'm only 25, right?
Yeah, well, you're still young,
I've
man.
I've still got life to live. I've still got stuff to achieve, and I want to really go for.
Mate, you're not even close to 30 like I am, man. Look at what you're talking.
No, but I feel it. I feel it. Why did 25 feel like so different from 24?
Oh, man, when you hit 28, then it feels different.
But we've been talking recently about settling, finding somewhere and.
Look at you, proper adult chats.
I know. It's a bit weird. I'm feeling
Mate, it's weird, isn't it, when you get into that stage, you're like, when you're younger, you're like, nah, you think it's going to happen to some like future, but you don't actually believe it. And then when you actually like, shit, I'm actually happy.
Okay, it's actually happening.
Yeah.
That's been the big difference for me. Again, last night, me and my friend were talking about, he's been in a relationship for 6 years.
Oh, wow. Well done to him.
Long time. And they've recently been talking about the next steps and everything like that. And we both kind of looked at each other and we went, okay, this is actually like happening now. Like, this isn't just something you throw into the future. But it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's really exciting having something to build with someone.
Yeah, definitely.
I think.
Especially when you know it's the right person, it feels right, doesn't it? Like,
of course.
To the point where I kept saying, it's like, it throws me off how easy it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's too perfect.
Yeah.
That thing? Yeah.
Quite literally. But it's not even just like you're sharing a life with that person. Like, you're building a whole family together. That to me is so exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting.
You can tell by your smile. Look at you.
I know.
You can tell by your smile. Look at
I'm
you.
getting a bit too excited. Yeah, mental. But it's something, and I'll tell you actually a reason why that's kind of, for me personally, right? 2 years ago, my dad passed away.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
It's all right. I'm slowly, I feel like I'm getting to a place now where things are I feel okay about it. Not,
I know it means tough, but I know you mean.
I feel like I can talk about it in a way where it's not stabbing. Like, I feel comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
And he was someone who was a beautiful father to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
An absolute beautiful father. And if I could do one thing going forward in my life, I feel like I want to pass that on.
Yeah.
I want to pass that down and be as good a father as he was to me.
That's awesome, man. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. And I think that's where I see it. And it's weird because growing up, I've never really had that.
Yeah.
Never really had that feeling of, okay, I want to do this. I want to have a family, raise kids, all of that. I've never ever had that.
Yeah.
But since he passed away, I'm like, okay, I need to. Yeah. I feel like I have a little bit of an honor to pass down.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a bit. Is it
then was when you have, like, if you don't mind me saying, when you're happy, it made you think life a bit differently, didn't
100%.
it? Yeah, it
100%.
made you think, oh wow, we're not around forever.
Yeah.
So you want to do that.
Yeah.
And that's also that you want to do that for your kid. Be a good dad. Yeah, you can tell your kid about your granddad, how amazing it was. Yeah.
Yeah, because he did so many little things like that. Growing up, you don't really pay attention to. But now I'm reflecting back and I'm like, oh damn. Like he made us little games. Yeah. Like me and my younger brother. Like, have you ever watched like the £1 Million Drop?
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah. So he used to work in a like a carpentry place and all stuff like that. And he used to build little things for us that would have conveyor belts that dropped. Oh. And then he would ask us questions based off of TV shows we've watched or
that's awesome.
Things that we like. I was big into football at the time, so he was like, okay, which Premier League team has done this? And you've then got to put our pocket money on the line and all of this.
How often did you lose your pocket money?
Quite a lot. I was never any good. But it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
I want to do that now. I want to do that.
I know he'd be happy that he passed on good memories to you that you want to pass on to your kid. That's all you want. And you'll probably be like that with your kid. Be like, I hope you pass good memories as well. I think as a man, that's what you want to do, isn't it? And that's also hearing you say about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing, man.
Have you experienced any? obviously your friend passed away. How close were you with him?
Honestly, we were so close. I think even the day he passed, we were like we have that group which is chatting shit, making fun of each other. And I think when I found it, I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it must have been within like hours of like last message we sent to him to find out he passed away. I feel bad. So we have another of my friends. He had to call everyone, and he was there when he passed away. And I can't imagine like what he was going through in that experience. And he called me. I remember thinking, he's like, "Oh guys, I need to tell you something." And I remember thinking, they were out last night. It must be something stupid, whatever. Like, and he called me. I was like, I remember thinking, I was like, "Oh, you got your girlfriend pregnant, didn't you?" Like, honestly, doing them, well, you just don't. Yeah. Just the last thing. I was like, the last thing you got your girlfriend, and I can tell the tone was serious. I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, told me my friend passed away, and I was like, "Nah." Like, to this I feel bad. I was like, if this is a sick joke, you need to stop. Like, this is not funny.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, he was like, it's not, unfortunately. And he told me the story, and I remember I just collapsed. I just, like, you probably say you don't believe it when you lose someone special, isn't it? You can't understand. No. Like, you know it happens, but you never think it happens to you. Yeah. Which is crazy, isn't it?
It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. And to this day, I still feel bad. I even said, like, question him, but I just couldn't process it. And I remember I just went. I had a nice day planned. I was gonna go to football, go to a friend's birthday. And I mean, lucky my sister was there. And I told her, and I was like, I just need to go to my room and just shut down. I just shut down. Just didn't want to talk. My sister told my family, came to check on me, but I remember I just completely shut down. Didn't talk to anyone. Yeah. Told my friends, a few of them, and kept checking on me. And I was like, just not in the right frame of mind just to talk to anyone. Yeah. Like, it's just like you don't know what to do. It's just reality sets in, and it's like, shit, we don't live forever. And it's just a shit feeling, isn't it? Like, you never know, like, tomorrow someone else could be gone, and it's just like, you get to a stage where, what's the point? If we're going to die tomorrow, why are you doing this? What's all this stress about? It doesn't matter. I could be putting all this work in, I can die tomorrow. What is the point? It's just a tough situation to try and get yourself over. But you do, like, as long as you have people trying, you do go over it, but it's tough, isn't it? Like, you understand?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. It's such a weird concept to even, like, grasp. Yeah. Because, like you say, sometimes you just go through your days just, okay, yeah, I want to do better. I want to do this and that. But then, in reality, people, like, you don't last forever.
That's the thing.
And it's so difficult, even now. Like, even we've experienced someone passing, right? Yeah. But you still can't even get to terms of it at all.
Sometimes I generally think I'm going to see a WhatsApp feel like, boy, that's bantering, you know, Derry, and I'll be pissed off, like, you're a dick, but I'm happy, you know what I mean? Yeah, it must be the same for you, like.
100%, and it's weird, and I was very close with my dad, very, very close with him, and he was kind of more like a friend in a way, like, I went to him about anything, any problems I ever had, I went straight to him, and to have that kind of just taken away from you, it's mental. Yeah. No one ever, they don't prepare you for that kind of stuff. They don't prepare you that in school or anything, do they?
There's no such, you just can't prepare, especially as a loved one. It's just insane, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you realize how much it affects the people around. Your family must have been, like, strong when it happened,
But on a side, like, a weird note about it, like, my mum and dad had gone for a bit of a divorce at the time. A couple years before that, I think. And things weren't, it was a bit rocky between them for a period, right? But then when something like that happens, all those hatred and anger feelings disappear. Yeah. And you realise, shit, it's not even about all of that. No. Like, it's something a lot bigger. Yeah. Which as humans we'll never really grasp the concept, will we, really?
It's a beautiful but like sad thing that it takes on past away to realise all the good or positive about them. Like, we never talk ill about the dead, do we? No. But it's a shame someone has to be dead for that to happen, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%. And I think I am trying now to live my life with a bit less fear. Yeah. Because of it. that's why I kind of reached out to you to do this, because I know I've got potential to do everything, right? Yeah. I know I've got so much potential, but I was holding myself back with fear of, I don't know, someone saying no, or like, don't know, it not being a good thing or whatever. Yeah. But then the last however many months, I've gone like, okay, if I actually want to get somewhere and do something and get there, I can't have fear. I've just got to send it and see where it takes me.
The thing is, life's too short. That's what Jack said. That's why I think I became a yes man. It's like, if I say yes, it works out. If it doesn't, oh no, what's the worst? Like, I think you just life's too short. Generally, life's too short to be holding yourself back. And I'm glad you said that perfectly. Why do we let fear stop us from doing the things we want to do? We shouldn't, because tomorrow we could just croak up and pass away. Yeah. So I always say this, I'd rather be able to say, for example, I get to the gates of heaven and he lets me in for some reason. At least I know I can look back on my life and say, you know, I had a good life. Like, I've done as much as I could. Nothing held me back. I have no regrets. And I think right now, if I died tomorrow, Jeremy could say, I have no regrets about my life. I might not have been perfect, but at least I know I tried my hardest at everything I did and gave it a good go.
I love it. Yeah. Absolutely love it. So before we end, I've got 2 final questions.
Yes.
I'm kind of keeping a similar theme to the end of each episode. I'm gonna try and get these final 2 questions in, because I think once I've interviewed everyone, and then you can narrow it down just to 2 questions.
Oh God, you got me hooked in now.
The first one is, if you could flash back to your younger self, let's say 17, 18, 19 year old Paul.
Yes.
What advice would you give him?
Yeah.
With everything that you know now.
Oh wow.
What advice would you give him?
17, 18 year old Paul, that's a good question. He was an absolute idiot back then. Not that I'm clever now. No, keep living your life to the fullest. Don't say no. Don't doubt yourself. Just keep moving forward. Whatever comes your way, you're going to smash it and you're going to overcome it. So keep believing.
I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Did you have any doubts when you were younger? Just whether you would achieve things, whether anything.
So I always went through a point where I was like, I don't know what my future's going to look like. I think, especially when you're doing when you're secondary school, like college, you think, I got a plan, but if it doesn't hit the plan, you're just going to go to shit. Or like, I'm going to smash these, if you don't smash these exams or you don't get into uni, you're in trouble. So you do think, crap, what am I going to do in my future? I thought I was going to be a footballer my whole life. And then obviously you get to a point where you're like, it's not going to happen. And then you just confuse what is going to be my future. But I think I was always positive guy since I was a kid. So I was always like, look, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just try. And hopefully something pans out when I was a kid. So I think I have maintained that since I was a kid. And it's got me here. So it's working, I guess.
It is.
It's got me talking to you right now. 100%. So it's definitely worked out.
Yeah. Okay. Final question then for me to wrap up the whole episode. Well, first of all, thank you for coming on again.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Massive appreciation. Final question. How do you want to be remembered? Yeah. And what do you have to do to achieve it?
Oh, I've always wanted to be remembered as a guy who was smiling and happy and positive, and that affected everyone around him. And that's always how I want to be remembered. And I think the way I'm living my life now, the way I am as a person now, I think I will be able to do that. And hopefully I can just maintain that whatever life brings.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Paul, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Dan. Honestly, I appreciate having you.
It's been a good episode. And thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. Honestly, you've been awesome. Thank you. Honestly, I love talking to you. And I know I was one of your first interviews. I feel more special, so thank you for that.
Honestly, I had to watch it back last night with my friend, and I went, "Oh God!" I went, "Oh God!" I was cringing. I thought it
was great. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, now you said this, I was like, maybe I should have noticed more things. I'm like, was it that bad?
It's just like confidence, skills. I had no preparation.
Mate, you couldn't tell. Honestly, you could not tell. Now I'm rewatching it. I'm gonna be like, you know what, Dad, you did this.
Yeah. You got little notes now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just trying to improve. So
you are, man. Honestly, you're smashing it. Keep up, man. That. Honestly,
thank you. Well, yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Please be sure to check Paul out. I'm going to leave All the links in the description.
Thank you.
And until the next episode, that's it. Thank you very much.